Good afternoon, Professor Segura Jones. My name is Raquel Blanchard, and today I will be sharing with you the importance of unity and diversity in the classroom. As a future educator, I want to bring something fresh and new to the classroom where I empower children, students, and their families to embrace multicultural education and curriculum, and why it is important that we include everybody. Every child counts, regardless of where they come from, regardless of how they look, regardless of their background and heritage. It is important that every child feels like they do matter. I noticed that in our education, we are making an effort to move forward, trying to include everybody in the classroom. However, I do believe that there's a need for more resources and support for children of all kinds to feel accepted and welcome in the classroom. Uh, and that's why in my toolkit, I have decided to add a few strategies for my children to feel motivated to embrace their heritage and culture. Maybe by researching topics that celebrate their backgrounds. One strategy that I do have is making efforts to have guest speakers that come from different nationalities or speak a different language, that they can come and speak to the children about the importance of understanding one another, respecting one another, and always have empathy in the process. I do believe that if we work together in community and we bring resources to parents, we can educate them as well about the importance of adding new multicultural activities and resources for the children to learn about all kinds of stories, not just one specific perspective, but all different perspectives in history, and for their children to become people that can influence society in a positive way. I have learned through the Becoming a Multicultural Educator, fourth edition, so many things as an educator or future educator, but something that actually it was very important. It's to understand that each child is different, and therefore we have to cater to their needs. So educators had to check and make sure that every child's need is met, and that we adjust curriculum to meet that expectation. Martin Luther King said something very important. He says, "It is the duty of every Christian to be Christ to his neighbor." And I think that's something that touches me as an educator. It is important that children see in me uh, as an example of how to be a Christian, how to show Christ to every single one of them. It doesn't matter what they come from, it doesn't matter their limitations. And as an educator, I need to embrace who they are, and I need to make sure that they feel like they can trust in me, and then they feel empowered to talk about where they come from and how to embrace that and put all that together to become successful people in the future. Something that it comes to my mind is helping students with empathy and respect and compassion, virtues that I think I have and I would like the children and students to see. I respect you for who you are, and I want you to know that you are, it's worth that you respect yourself. I want to have empathy for each student and for what they're going through, and see them with compassion, just as Christ will see them. And another resource that I would like, and this is from the resource of what are virtues, from the flyer of the Grand Canyon University Canyon Center for Character Education. And one more quote that I would like to share with you today comes directly from Becoming a Multicultural Educator, 4th edition, chapter 4. And it says that it is important that the adults who build this type of curriculum and experiences lead students to success in a pluralistic society, and they must first examine their own belief systems and interruptions for biases. So that touches me specifically. Throughout this class, I've been learning to evaluate myself and examine myself and see where sometimes I may have to be more open to new ideas, where there may be biases, ideal, and how to put a stop to that and make sure that at all times I reflect Christ Jesus to the children, loving them at all times and loving them for who they are, embracing diversity and inclusiveness in the classroom. So that's something that I'm taking from this class. It is important that I embraced children and I look for their success. I cater to their needs. And what matters is that every child learns in a safe environment, in an environment that celebrates their differences and that celebrates who they are, for them to feel empowered to be themselves, to when they go out to their communities. Thank you so much for all the resources that you gave us, Professor, and thank you so much for your time and your patience. And I have learned so much from this class, so thank you. Bye bye.